Hello YouTube and welcome to this Surrey Snooker Academy league match. It's the third frame between me and Justin. If this is the first time you're joining me in any of my videos, then thank you very much, and apologies about the video quality on this one. It's a new camera and I'm yet to get to grips with the settings on it, so please do bear with. And if you did join me for the first two frames, well, this one's slightly better towards the sort of middle and latter stages, and I think you'll agree with me that the second frame was a bit of a fluke, shall we say. But here we are. I'm 2-0 up at the moment. Can I make it 3-0 by the end of this? And that would then make sure that I take the 3 points for the win, and also 3 points for the frames that I've won. Also in our in our league we play with a handicap system. I play off of 9 and Justin actually also plays off 9, so it makes no difference whatsoever to the starting scores, which psychologically is quite a big help, because if you're playing with someone and you're giving them, I don't know, 20 or 30 points. In fact, there's a couple of people that are very new to the game and to the club, and I think they've got handicaps somewhere in the 60s and 70s. So that'll be interesting when I come up against them, because sometimes I don't even score that many points in a frame. But we've made a fairly decent start. The brown to red, good shot, and then that one with the rest to get onto the black, but it's ended where I couldn't really get onto or into the pack, and my thought process with the black was to just knock it in, run the white off the top cushion, leave myself some sort of shot once I've put my teeth back in, and to get back up the table. But as you saw with the way the ball bounced off the cushion, I'd obviously put a trace of right hand side on it, so it ended up behind the black again. I'd snooker myself. So a couple of fiddly little shots here. That was a bit of a miscue. I was trying to get the white down near the corner pocket, but it went a bit wrong. So he's played me nicely in behind the black there. There's not really much to go at other than a safety shot that I'm going to try and get behind, maybe brown or yellow. That'd be, if I could get up behind the yellow, that'd be quite nice. So very happy with that one. Got a good length on it. Now, it looks like the black does go into the left pocket as we're looking at it. It probably does, but the cue ball has got to be kind of nearer the top cushion to be able to pot it, because that red that's above the black is a bit of a hindrance. So that's why I didn't attempt a pot to the right corner. So I've got the reds open quite aggressively, and also managed to get cover on the red that's over the right corner. So that's a good safety shot, I think. And he was very, very close with his shot to nothing there. Good length on the cue ball, but that's one of those where if you get too close to the pot, you end up leaving the red or the object ball in the jaws. So just coming around to have a look to see if I can flick off this red very, very skinny. But if I do, then it's just going to go into the side cushion. So I've got to hit this a bit fuller than perhaps I'd want to. Did try to do something funky with the black there, but maybe hit it a bit too hard, not enough topspin. The white might have arced a little bit nicer for me, but I have got the pink to the yellow pocket. So bit of a delicate one. Gotta look at this one properly. It's just off straight. At the time I thought I cued that one quite well, but in the video it looks like I was a little bit snatchy. So I know I put a little a trace of right hand side on it, which is why the pink missed. That much I do remember, so that's probably where the snatch came from. And that one, I tried the shot to nothing, but that's another one where I haven't cued that as nicely as I wanted to. And it's a safety shot that's gone very, very wrong and left Justin in amongst the balls, and he is dangerous, so let's see if he can make a few. Left himself some difficult cueing with the cue ball on the cushion, but as long as the black goes in, the white should be going out naturally for a shot on a red, maybe to middle pocket or to the right corner again, but let's see. Yeah, he's cued that one nicely. But he's been very unfortunate there that the red that's closest to the white doesn't go to the yellow pocket or to the middle, and it's also covered the other red that looks like it pots to the middle. So yeah, and the three that are in that little bunch together in the middle, none of those pot. So he's got to try something here with the implement. Always nasty to use, these are. That was close. That was a particularly difficult shot, especially with the spider. If it was a normal rest, I fancied him to get it, but cueing down like that, it's very, very awkward. So drop that in. Now this black is, I've left the white in a nice position that I can play this cue ball on and off the side cushion, and I should have a choice of 3, maybe 4 red to this right corner, depending on how hard I hit it. So on and off the top cushion is probably the best option rather than trying to hold. Not great, a little bit under hit. Would have been nice to get the white at least parallel with the black to make this shot somewhat easier. I'd have a lot more control of the cue ball, but as long as I concentrate 100% on the pot, then it should, fingers crossed, be running into reds to slow the cue ball down. A little bit like that. Now red to middle, screw back, on and off the cushion for the black. But no. In fact, I thought it was on and off the cushion, but there was obviously a bit more angle angle on it than I first anticipated in commentary. So I was just trying to sort of stun down for the black. That's one of those where you're in between shots. So do you play that as a soft screw or play it as a slightly harder stun? You've always got the choice of the two, depending on what is your preference. But I've left just in this long red. Which he hasn't managed. Now, loose red to the left of the black. If I can pot this and get the cue ball on and off the top cushion, and the red that's the lowest of the four above the black, if I can get it to hit that, I'll have a decent shot on the black to left corner. And as you can see, I'm trying to get the white to carry on rolling, but it didn't seem to want to. So almost got my positional shot right there, and this is far too much of a cutback to even contemplate. So what I should be doing is playing thin off of it and going up behind the baulk colours, even though there's a red up there. But in my infinite wisdom, I decide to try the double. Which was a very risky shot. But always trying to play the cue ball into a place where it would have been difficult to leave a red on, which I didn't, thankfully. But I've got a chance of a red here to the middle. Let's just see how I'm cueing, or aiming, I should say. Oh, that is unbelievably close. Did get nicely on the black, but that doesn't count for anything if the ball doesn't go in, does it? Right, come on, have a look at this one properly. You've just played a shot and you've missed it to the far jaw. Done exactly the same thing twice. So yes, my middle pocket potting in this particular frame has left a lot to be desired. But very nice, confident rest pot there, bringing the cue ball back slightly, giving himself an option. Yeah, he didn't try anything fancy with that one. That's a good shot, that is. Just dropping it in, making sure he's on that red, so that he then doesn't have to do too much with the cue ball. Oh, but he's just caught that near bump. That was unlucky, actually. That, on the other hand, was not unlucky. That was toilet, we'll say, for want of a better word. So for me, this all looks nice and safe. Well, difficult options to the middle pocket, but definitely not easy. But he's absolutely proved me wrong there by pulling out a stonking pot to the middle, leaving himself high on the blue to the opposite middle too. still going to take a decent positional shot to get on a choice of these. Just cut a little bit of footage out there whilst he waited for a gentleman on the other table to play his shot. Yep, nicely controlled. It was a nice stun shot to get back up to that red, wasn't it? The one just before. And that is very nicely controlled. Again, that's one of those ones where if you overhit it, you've got that red into the right corner with with an option to come back down for the black. Or if you leave it short, like he has done, then you go up for a choice of blue or bulk colour. Now, I don't know if he's played that cannon onto the red near the middle, but it wasn't possible before, but it certainly is now. And wow, that's some shot. Cueing off the cushion, blew into the middle of the pace, in and out of bulk, 3 cushions, missing the colours. That takes a lot of good cueing, that does. So I'm guessing he's going to try something similar now. So 2 reds left on the table, the one up by the left cushion and the one down next to his bridge hand. That's another absolutely cracking blue, but he's unfortunately cannoned into the brown and he's actually snookered himself. Go on, get in. Oh, I know I shouldn't be saying things like that because I'm the one who's playing him and I want to win, but very, very well constructed 34 break there. Hats off to him on that one. And I think he would have gone on to score a few more had he not got that unlucky cannon onto the brown. So I've got to get my potting boots on here. I'm 19 behind where I was kind of cruising at the beginning of this frame. So I need to pull my socks up, as they say. So deep screw off the blue, play it round off 2 cushions, potentially, avoid the pink, and get on the red. Which has worked reasonably nicely, but cutting back into a blind pocket is never an easy situation to be in. Yeah. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen when I was down on the shot, but never mind. Now he's got a good length on the cue ball, but he's left half a chance on this. Excuse me. Can I pot this and avoid pink and black and get up the table for hopefully the blue into left middle? And avoid the other middle pocket. Please don't go in. Okay. I thought that was a lovely pot on the red, and after coming round, being high on the blue, there's no point in taking that, because I'd have to swing it round off 2 cushions for the yellow, and it also doesn't go into its own pocket. The brown is in the way, so I'm going to take the harder brown, because I've got to punch this one in to get back out for the yellow into its own pocket. So I'm very happy with that one. No, you're not going to reach it playing it that way. Not tall enough for that one. And I don't fancy using the rest, because I think I can get a better connection on the cue ball when I swap hands. So, right, come on, I've knocked that yellow in nicely on the green of a fashion that I would want to be. Standard colours clearance, 4 points behind. You've got this, come on. Yes, lovely green. No! Yes, as you can see by my reaction, as soon as I'd played that and the green was on its way towards the corner, I'd have bet any money in the world that that was going to go in. Just one of those feelings, really. But it didn't. It came out. So I'm 4 behind. No, I'm not. I'm 7 behind. But I think he was trying to get all the way back out for the blue, which is why he hit it quite as hard as he did. I might be wrong, but that's just that's my opinion on that one. So can I get distance between these 2 balls? I'm not even contemplating the pot down the cushion. That's just ridiculous. So white somewhere near the top cushion, send the brown up the table, avoid the other 3 balls, and leave it nice and safe. Cue ball's where I wanted it. And the way Justin's been middle pocket potting in this particular frame, as soon as I saw where the brown went, I thought, yep, that one's already in. And he didn't disappoint. So I'm 11 behind, and I now need Justin to miscue or take his eyes off a pot or something. But no, he played the blue confidently. So I now need a snooker. I now need a miracle. Yeah, decent 22 to finish there. Lovely 34, and as I just said, 22 there from Justin in that frame. So very, very well deserved. I know I went off into an early lead, but I couldn't clear the colours towards the end there. Otherwise, that'd have been 3-0. So well done to him. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you soon with frame 4. Take care.